Hey guys, so today I'm going to be talking about season 4 of Dexter, which I borrowed from the library because they took it off of Netflix and I don't want to pay for Paramount Plus. So I watched this. Unfortunately, some of the episodes skipped a little bit, but I didn't miss anything huge. I still got everything that happened, even if I had to sit there and wait for it to stop skipping. But most of them were fine. So this is probably my favorite season of the show. Most of that goes down to the Trinity Killer, played by the great John Lithgow, who's a fantastic actor, doing everything from dramas like The Crown to comedies like Third Rock from the Sun, and now holes like Dexter. There's really nothing this guy couldn't do. Apparently, he's playing Dumbledore in the new Harry Potter. He's probably gonna nail it. Let's be honest. Everything he does is fantastic, and it's so cool to see him in this show, playing the most memorable villain they've ever had. So yeah, let's just dive right into this one. Dexter going through a lot this season. He's trying to manage being a husband, a dad, a brother, a blood spatter analyst, and a serial killer. I think I have it rough being a college student who also has a part-time job. So, we're both kind of in this together, Dexter, just doing different things. Um, but yeah, he meets the Trinity Killer, John Lithgow, Arthur Mitchell, and their dynamics, their chemistry, and all of their scenes is so good. First, they're friends because Dexter wants to learn more about Arthur, how Arthur could be a dad and husband while also being a serial killer. Turns out, not that well. He doesn't do it that well. He's awful to his family. His family live in like a constant state of fear because of him. I really like the actors who play his family as well. I think they do a fantastic job of having that like abusive relationship, this like constant state of fear. Reminds me a lot of the Palmer family from Twin Peaks, Leland Palmer and stuff. But yeah, that whole dynamic is so interesting. The when they finally when he when Dexter saves Arthur from committing suicide, I was like, "What are you doing? He's just gonna kill more people. It's just gonna get worse. You should have just let him jump." Um, every season Dexter makes this really bad mistake. Dating Lila, trusting um, trusting Miguel, saving Arthur. It's like, come on, man. How many times we gotta teach you this lesson? Um, I mean, he pays the price for it in the end. Jesus fuck. Uh, the whole scene where they're like playing a cat and mouse game to save the little boy from ant foam. uh, and then the whole like, I actually want to blackmail you. That whole thing, and then Aldo finds out who he really is and comes into the building. It's so creepy, and he looks at the picture of Dexter, and you're like, oh fuck, it's getting bad. This isn't going well. And the acting between those two and the way that scene was shot was so good. I know it's become a meme now, but the hello Dexter Morgan, man, that is a good scene. And the finale, oh boy, that the scene where he kills Arthur is very satisfying to watch, and a tiny part of you feels bad for Arthur because he's had such a traumatic childhood. But also, he's killed like 100 people, so you don't really feel that bad for him. The whole chain set thing was a nice touch, a little bit of empathy from Dexter. But then he comes home to find his wife murdered, and it's like, yeah, you should have let him kill himself when you had the chance. Rita is a great character this season. It's very sad that this is the last time I'll be talking about her in my reviews of the season. But she's great. Dexter doesn't deserve her. She's kind, nurturing, a great mother, a very kind but also strong. She stands up for herself when she needs to. She's a great woman, and it's sad to see her go. You know. Yes, he kissed her navel. but I mean, compared to what everybody else on the show does, she's still like the most innocent one on the show, and to see her die in such a gruesome way is tragic. And I'm really curious to see how this affects the next season of the show. How's this going to change the dynamic? Because he was a mainstay from season one, so you're really curious to see how that happens. But yeah, Julie Benz did a great performance on all full seasons. She'll be greatly missed. Um, yeah, it's sad to see her go. Moving on to Deb, who's still my favorite character, just because I relate to her a lot on a personal level. We both react to things the same. We both kind of think similarly. Neither of us have a filter, so I could relate to her in a bit. Um, she goes through it every season, man. She has a more traumatic life than I do, that's for sure. Um, season one, her boyfriend is the ice truck killer, and then see season three, her boyfriend gets skinned by the tree trinnle skimmer killer. Season four, her boyfriend who's really old enough to be her dad gets shot and dies. I was not expecting Lenny to go out the way he did. I was not expecting Quinn's girlfriend to go out the way she did either, or Rita. Like this is a season of shocking deaths, for being honest. Deb scene on the rooftop with Dexter, or the parking lot with Dexter, where she tells him how she's broken. She's just gone through so much trauma, she can't deal with it anymore, and she feels so guilty about it. Jennifer Carpenter does a great performance there, and every scene she's in, she has so much raw emotion. She feels like she's a real person. She doesn't feel like an actress playing a character. She feels real. I think that's important. Um, and honestly, very smart. She solved the Trinity killer case with the help of Batista, of course. Get on very little clues, but she was still able to solve it all by themselves. That's very impressive. Um, if Dexter let them solve it, it would have just been awful, you know? Rita would still be alive, but Dexter's ego, I have to be the one to kill them. Like, okay, whatever. Quinn has a pretty good arc this season, I guess. He's kind of like mean to Dexter for no reason for half the season, because Dexter caught him stealing money from the safe, and Dexter's like, dude, I really don't give a fuck. But then Quinn's like trying to apologize, and then Dexter's like, leave me alone. So then Quinn's like, I'll tell everybody you're having an affair. Like he's just being a pain in the ass the whole season, and then he has this stupid well, like afterwards I thought his girlfriend was just this annoying little bitch, until the twist that she's Arthur's daughter, which makes her even worse. Adds so many more layers to the character, and she's the one who shot Lundy, and then she kills herself. So now Quinn and Deb, I'm guessing they're gonna start bonding over their awful love lives, and they're probably gonna date each other. That's where I see that one going. But yeah, Quinn went through it this season a lot too, man. Nobody in the show has a good functioning relationship. Masuka, he's the same old funny self. I like how, despite being very brass and inappropriate, he's still very empathetic. Like he cares a lot for Deb. You know, he's good at comforting her after Lundy died. He comes with her to the Thanksgiving dinner. He doesn't want to, but she says he just doesn't want to be alone, so he comes with her. He he notices Rita kissing that guy, and he gets all like upset about it. But he doesn't know how to tell Dexter. That's great too. He's like this comedic relief to the show that also has a lot of layers to him, and I think his laugh is funny. Moving on to Lagrota, who still has relationship issues. She doesn't really do much this season, but I like the trust she puts into Deb to work on the Lundy case and the Trinity Killer case. It shows how far her and Deb have gone so far, and I like that dynamic a lot. I also like her relationship with Batista. I think they work well together because they both have similar lives. You know, they're both cops, so they kind of know each other well. They're honestly the only relationship in the show that isn't toxic. Um, I don't know. It's just nice to see them happy for once, because both of them also have bad love lives. The most of Most of the growths are because of her own doing, but still. Batista's great in this season too. Um, I like how they kind of outsmarted the boss. Like, oh, we got married. What are you gonna do about it now? You can't fire us now that we're married. That was funny. And it was funny when Dexter was the witness to them getting married, and he's like, "Oh, okay, okay, this is what you called me over here for." But yeah, Batista's a very smart cop. Him and Deb able to his trust in Deb and his willingness to work with her to solve the Trinity Killer case and the Lundy thing shows how competent he is. Despite none of them knowing Dexter's a serial killer, despite all of them being cops, which is still kind of funny. Harrison, James Ramal's character, Dexter's dad, still shows up every episode as the ghost dad with the big bright light over him. And his scenes with Dexter are so good. He's always this voice in his head showing Dexter's most negative thoughts. Well, A, how to survive, and B, how to kill again. But the whole time he's bullying him, you can't have a normal life. You have to kill people. You freak who I love. You stupid son who has to kill people. You murderer. I love you. I don't know. I love that scene at the end of the season when Deb finds out that Harrison had an affair with Dexter's birth mom, and she finds out who Dexter's birth mom is, and that Brian was his brother. That's a great acting scene between both Michael C. Hall and Jennifer Carpenter. They have great chemistry. It's kind of weird that they were married in real life at the time, but still, they have such good chemistry, and both of those actors did a great job in that. Um, what a It's a sign of a good show where you have this large ensemble of characters, but all of them are well developed and well acted, and they don't just seem like props. They seem like fully fledged human beings, which is hard to do if a show has so many characters. They're all three dimensional, and I think that's really good. So yeah, overall, great season of television. If I had to rank the seasons, I would go 4, 2, 1, 3. But I liked all of them. But this one's definitely the best. Like I said, mostly thanks to John Lithgow as Arthur and all the crazy plot twists that happened. I was like this the whole time. But yeah, Arthur Mitchell's one of the most unsettling villains I've ever seen in a TV show. So props to that. He definitely deserved the Emmy for that one. Very excited to talk about Season 5, or watch Season 5. I haven't started it yet. I won't review it till December, though, given that Stranger Things is coming back. It's probably going to take my time with Season 5. Probably going to take a big break in the middle. So, yeah, let me know what you guys thought of Season 4 of Dexter. Do you think it's overhyped, or do you agree with me that it's the best season? Don't spoil the other seasons, or I'll come to your house and slice you up. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys next time.